I have gotten that firsthand experience of being the person that they're talking to and being the one to solve their problems.
You take after the people that you were working with and working for, and it's just something where you're going to take that mentality and all the stuff that you're learning to the next positions and beyond that.
Just getting that managerial experience has been huge for me. It'll help me in my future endeavors for sure, and just gaining that confidence in my ability to manage and supervise.
Welcome to Barefoot, the official podcast of Grand Traverse Resort and Spa and all things Northern Michigan. Whether you're dipping your toes in the lake, sipping wine on the peninsula, or playing your best round of golf, let us guide you on your next up north adventure. Grand Traverse Resort and Spa, a 900-acre property made up of hundreds of employees. And then every summer, we are lucky to have a large intern class. And our interns help more than I think we could ever explain. 23 interns is what we have at the resort this summer. I have a couple of them with me today. I have Claire Sanchi, who is a CMU student working in the health club, Emma Franklin, who goes to Ferris State and is working in the I Do Wedding Shop, and Christina Horn, also a Ferris State student who is working in the engineering department. Hello, ladies.
Hi.
So all three of you have been here for the entire summer with us, all in very different departments, all very busy.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have not slowed down, have you?
No.
Let's start with you, Emma, in the I Do Wedding Shop, because that's an area that I think just all of us at the resort have been so thrilled to see kind of come back in full after the pandemic really kind of took weddings out of the picture and large events. So you've been very busy with site tours, hosting weddings, planning weddings. I mean, just kind of explain the work you've been doing in the I Do shop.
Yeah, so it's been an extremely busy summer, like you said, with COVID and all of those brides coming back ready to get married and all of the new brides who are ready to get married. It's just been insane. I do site tours almost every day and really get to get a one-on-one experience with these couples, and really being there firsthand to run their ceremony, set up their decor is such an awesome piece, and just kind of seeing the whole process through from engagement to marriage has been so fun, and just being that person for their big day that they can go to is such a privilege. And being a destination spot too, like some of these people are so far from home, so you're like their lifeline while they're here, and I am just so grateful to be that person for them. And it's some great experience that I've gotten to just take charge and run staff and run weddings, and it's been great.
I mean, planning a wedding is a big deal to begin with. So then for you, as someone who is still a, studying college student, I mean, you're doing it all. I mean, you are right there through the entire planning, execution, and day of the wedding.
Right, yeah. I've had internships in the past where the wedding intern is really just used to set up tables and chairs and walk away, and this has not been my experience at all here at the resort. I have gotten that firsthand experience of being the person that they're talking to and being the one to solve their problems. And really, I mean, even fluffing the dress for the bride as she walks down the aisle, like there's no experience like it, and it's been awesome. So,
how many weddings have you attended so far here this summer?
So we have 45 weddings on the books for this year.
Wow.
I've only gotten to be here for 3 months worth of that, but we have anywhere from 1 to 4 weddings per weekend, so it's been busy.
There's been some weekends where you've had, 3 in a weekend, or have you had 4?
Crazy. Upcoming next weekend, we do have 4.
Oh
so,
my gosh.
I've had weekends of 3 where I'm here for 10-hour days, but I wouldn't have it any other way, so it's great.
That's exciting. And like you said, you've done on internships before, but has anything been as hands-on and firsthand experience as yours has been here this summer?
Not in weddings. I have had a couple internships in hospitality and dining, and those have been a little bit more hands-on, but not in what I wanted to go into. So this was the perfect opportunity for me to really just do what I want to do and learn more about it firsthand. So yeah, this has definitely been a unique one.
3 or 4 weddings in one weekend. That's a lot of extra people on property. That's a lot of families. And like Emma said, this is a destination spot. So when people are coming up here for weddings, they are bringing their family. They're bringing their kids. They're looking for things to do. And I'm sure they're all coming down to the health club, Claire.
Yeah, we've actually seen a huge increase of people wanting to visit, like more leisure, and with the people who are here for conferences and stuff like that. And it's nice in the health club because we have so many different aspects. Like we have the property down at the beach, we have our outdoor pool, we have all our fitness centers and the tennis courts, both indoors and outdoors. So we've definitely seen a big increase since Memorial Weekend. The summer has just taken off. And before our eyes, honestly.
You're here for more than just the summer, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So you go to Central Michigan University, and that's where I went. So I'm a little familiar with their RPL program, and you have to complete a 30-week internship.
Yeah, so I'm studying recreation event management, and Central kind of wants you to have that firsthand experience right before you're going to graduate. So I will complete this 30-week internship, and then I will graduate in December. So it's kind of like your foot's already in the door. You're already established yourself. You're already networking with everyone. You kind of like set yourself up in an environment where they could potentially hire you on right after. You don't have to go back to school and complete more undergrad classes. So it's kind of unique in that sense because I completed all the requirements. So now I'm basically ready to go. I know everything. I've learned a lot, and it will really help me within the internship experience as well.
So tell me a little bit about the different areas of the health club that you're working in, because like you mentioned, there's pools, there's tennis courts. I mean, the tennis program alone is incredible here at the resort, plus the workout facilities and the leisure guests, the members. You have your hands kind of in all of it?
Yeah, so thankfully our management has really made sure that all the interns are well versed in every aspect of the health club. So we know how to do the desk. We do a lot of the guest experience. We're also lifeguards, so we kind of were certified, and we learned how to effectively work both the indoor and outdoor pools. And then with tennis, I work really closely with our tennis director George and Lisa, and just kind of we're bringing back tennis birthdays and birthday parties down at the health club, so just doing all that. And then we have our private fitness groups and classes that we kind of provide for our guests and our club members. So we're well versed in almost every aspect of the health club, which is a very unique experience.
What are you looking forward to? You know, as summer kind of winds down, you mentioned the leisure travelers who are here kind of taking over, but more in the fall and winter, since you'll still be with us as an intern, you probably will get a lot more one-on-one experience with our membership. And a membership here at the resort is very unique and incredible to have. We have an awesome group of members here. They're very involved in golf, the health club, tennis. What are you looking forward to with maybe having the chance to kind of work more with them and learn about that aspect through the health club?
Yeah, it's nice because I see these people almost every day. They come in and, like they do lap swimming, they do our aqua aerobics class. So it's nice to know that I can carry on the relationship that we've built over the summer and know that it doesn't have to end now. Like I can still see them and ask how their day and talk about things, and it's like a lasting kind of relationship that I'm excited going forward.
Oh, that's awesome. So the health club, again, a very complex area. Pools, tennis courts, workout facilities. The spa is located down in that wing of the resort. And it's kind of an area that I think engineering gets called to a lot. Maybe quite a bit. And Christina Horn from Ferris is one of our engineering interns, and you are a rock star. So tell me a little bit about what you're studying at Ferris and then kind of why it led you to this engineering internship at the resort.
So I'm actually studying facility management. That'll be what I end up getting. But being in the engineering department has shown me more about maintenance, how to keep the building actually standing and running. And if I'm going to manage a building, I should probably know how it all operates and works and functions. So
I mean, we do say the engineering department literally and figuratively keeps the lights on at the resort. You keep this building running 24/7.
Yeah.
Are you working? I mean, we have engineers here at all hours of the day and night. What is your schedule and kind of experience been like so you can, like you've said, see how it all works?
So I typically will work our first shift. So first shift is 8 to 4:30. But I have also done our second shift, which is 2:30 to 11. So being here at 11 o'clock at night, getting those weird calls, the bathtub's overflowing. Well, now I got to go fix that and see what's going on. Why is it overflowing? And so it's just been it's been interesting seeing all the different aspects. During the day, we get a lot more guest calls, so having to go up to the guest rooms, working with the guests, seeing what's going on in the room, what's wrong. and then just fixing it. If we got to move them, we'll move them, and then put that room out of order so we can get it done and fixed. So the resort gets that room back in order and keeps it moving.
So that's a good point. You also you're working for the guest.
Yes.
Engineering is also all about the guest experience.
Yep.
Because if they have something wrong, that's who we're calling, is the engineering department, to come and fix it.
Yep.
and make sure the guest is still happy and enjoying their experience here.
Exactly, yeah.
So you've probably gotten to see some of that satisfaction too of fixing something for them.
Yes. It's seeing the joy on their face when I go in there and their air conditioning's not working and I can go in and push some buttons, do some things, and then it comes to life, and now they've got air conditioning. They get so excited, and it's just great to see, they had a problem, we came in, easily fixed it, and now they're happy to be back in their day-to-day of their vacation. So
do you think this internship and experience has lined you up for?
Oh yeah. I think it's definitely prepared me for what I will be doing when I graduate. So it's been a blast.
I think that's my favorite part, is seeing the interns come in here. I mean, between the three of you, but then the ones who are behind the front desk, the guys who are at the bell stand, or, in housekeeping. I mean, these departments and the hospitality industry in a resort this size is not always easy to work at, and there are so many factors that go into making this place a success. And truly, as I said at the beginning, the resort would not be able to properly function without our summer intern class. Yeah, a really good experience for all of you. As most of you are heading into your junior or senior year of college and kind of getting ready to graduate, and just a really good foot in the door too. I think, especially like you said, Claire, for you got 30 weeks graduation, and you'll know exactly what you want to do, and hopefully, of course, you can return here. That's the best part. For some of you, you are working directly too with full-time employees who were interns here. We see a lot of our interns return to work at the resort, which I think is exciting. So we're also going to talk to, like I said, there's so many departments that our interns are involved in, and another area of the resort that is huge and incredibly popular, of course, is our golf. Stay tuned. We're going to hear a little bit more about what Will and Nate are doing in their internship in the Pro Shop and at the Grill restaurant. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So again, 23 interns we have at the resort here this summer, and an area where they are very busy and very appreciated is down in the clubhouse. The clubhouse is the one-stop shop for all three of our golf courses. The Grill is down there, which is a restaurant serving lunch and dinner. Our members hang out down at the clubhouse quite a bit and at the Grill. And I have Will Siskey, a food and beverage intern from Central Michigan University, and Nate Magnuson, a golf operations intern, also from CMU with me now. Both of you kind of call the clubhouse home all summer.
We do. First things first, fire up chips. I love that.
All three of us actually are Central grads, so fire up chips.
Love that. We call down at the Clubhouse Home. Golf operations has been something that's been super interesting for me all summer. We've got a great staff down there, a lot of good members. Get to see a lot of interesting people and deal with a lot of personalities on a day-to-day basis. So I've personally enjoyed a lot of what I've done down there, and also just to be involved in golf and involved in sports is just in general is something that I'm super passionate about. So it's been a rewarding experience.
Yeah, and the clubhouse is home for me too. The Grill's right there coming off the 18th hole of the Bear. So it's really cool. It's awesome to be able to kind of help out the golfers as they're coming in from a good round of golf, get some food in them, some drinks, help them out there, and then also kind of be able to see the 18th hole of the Bear, some of the driving range, just how it all intercorrelates with each other. It's awesome to be a part of.
Well, I'll say you two, everywhere is busy up here this summer, and it was last summer, but nothing boomed the way golf did coming out of the pandemic. Golf has just been on fire for us now for over a year. So being down at the Grill, but being in the Pro Shop, you are truly seeing historic numbers and play and just activity down there.
It's funny that you say that, because our director of golf, Tom McGee, actually came up and asked me and Ty Lurvey, another one of the golf interns down there. He said, what is it like to be a part of the busiest golf summer that we've ever had in the history of the resort? And then in the same breath, also like 2 days later, we broke our retail quota in July, and the season runs all the way through October. So yeah, it's been insanity down there, but it's a lot of fun being with the guys down there, hanging out and seeing the success of the Pro Shop and the resort as a whole.
I mean, the number of people in there on a day-to-day basis looking to golf, you never have a break.
Right. It's walk-ins, it's tee times, it's members, it's the large groups that we have that are a huge part of our business here. All of it kind of goes into what we do down at the golf shop, and it's a lot, like you said. But yeah, we're always busy, and it's good to stay busy because it makes the days go by faster, makes it seem like you're really contributing to what we're doing here.
Just like all departments, the golf operations side, a lot of different variables to make that area a smooth operation. And it really does. It starts with the person coming in and either booking or checking in for their tee time, but then how do you guys operate outside with the bag attendants and the beverage carts and the other golf, just everyone who's in there, making sure that people are coming in and having an enjoyable, great experience from when they grab their tees and golf bag to coming in on the 18th hole.
Right. It's all interconnected, and communication is the first thing that that starts with. We got radios going all day long, phone calls going all day long with bag attendants, cart girls, the people out on grounds crew, all of our player assistants, everything, doing all that stuff just to stay interconnected and just to give the guests the best experience that we can give them. And it's something that if we didn't have that going on and we didn't have communication, I can 100% say that it would not be the experience that we offer currently. It's just something that is critical to how we operate on a day-to-day basis.
Have you ever had a job kind of like to this level of, like you just said, involvement and teamwork, and something where it's as big of an operation as, again, all three of our golf courses at the resort?
Right, I haven't. I've worked at golf courses in the past. I'm from a very small town of about 1,200, 1,500 people, so it's a small town, hometown golf course with only 18 holes. We've got 3 18-hole courses here, and a lot more people and a lot bigger staff, so it's double time on everything, trying to keep everything sorted out, trying to keep the communication flowing. So I don't think I've ever had a job that requires as much communication as I've had this summer.
And we have, hundreds of people hit the golf course at any given day. I've heard, again, Tom McGee, the director of golf operations, share that there's been some Saturdays with 600 or more golfers between the 3 courses. And with all of them funneling in and out of the same clubhouse and the grill being right there, you're seeing record numbers of people coming in there, whether it's to have a full lunch or dinner or even just a drink. Between the indoor seating, the patio seating, you are slammed down there, to put it lightly.
Oh, yeah. We've been super busy. And then just to echo what Nate was saying, there's crazy amount of people that work out there on the golf course. And I went golfing just last night. It's one of the cool things about this internship is the benefits we get. But we went golfing out there last night, and it was even busy for the twilight tee time. So I will say, though, the golf guys out there and golf girls also, they all kill it out there. They do an awesome job. But, as far as the funneling into the restaurant goes, we have been, like you said, slammed all summer. There's been several nights where we've had waits on seating, whether it's, sorry, guys, we have a wait on the outdoor patio right now. We can get you inside right now, or we can get you on the list, or it's just in general, we have a wait, for seating. It's awesome to see, just talking to some of our veterans that have been down there for a while. It's looking like one of the busiest summers they've ever seen for us as well, and especially after how hard on the hospitality industry the last year has been. It's awesome to be a part of it. Super exciting to see the industry make a turnaround and come back the way it is, and you're just down there at the clubhouse, you're really in the heart of it.
So in our food and beverage outlets, normally, there's the food and beverage director, and then there's supervisors for a lot of the outlets, and then the staff in there who might be, kind of running the show, but they're not necessarily at the supervisor level. But Will, you are down there basically almost as acting supervisor of the grill too, just for your summer internship. I don't think that outlet would be open or running the way it is without you. Do you feel that, did you expect that kind of responsibility coming in, and how's it been? I'm sure it's been a huge learning curve, but a really good one.
Oh yeah, and I appreciate you saying that. But yeah, it's been a huge learning curve. I have not worked in a restaurant before this summer. I'm going to school for management, so I came here expecting to shadow some supervisors and work directly with some managers, but just due to some of the staffing, they gave me a ton of responsibility, and they said, we'll try this out, and if it goes well, we'll go from there. And it's been a really fun learning experience, and it has been going pretty well down there. And yeah, it's a ton of responsibility, not what I was expecting coming in, but I'm super grateful for the trust that the resort's had in me to take the grill and, as you said, be the supervisor down there. So just getting that managerial experience has been huge for me. It'll help me in my future endeavors for sure, and just gaining that confidence in my ability to manage and supervise and work with, I think Nate said it earlier, a ton of different personalities between the customers and your different employees. It's been awesome.
Well, and again, to have that one-on-one guest experience. I mean, these are people who are coming in off of 18 holes or maybe even more than that of golf from a day, and they sought out the resort to come and play here and get that experience. So then after a long day of golf, or even just normal resort guests coming down there, or our members. We have a lot of members who spend a lot of time in the grill. You absolutely are contributing to their overall experience with the service that they experience there.
Yeah, and I think that's a great word for it, is experience. You want to make sure that everyone who comes has the best experience we can offer. Today at our internship meeting, we had one of our managers, Gay O'Neill. She came in and she talked about how, yes, we are short-staffed, but that's not the message that we want to rely on to use as an excuse for bad service. You want to make sure that your service is still top-notch. Overall, people are very happy with their service, very happy with the food that they're receiving, and that's all we can really strive for.
So again, I know the two of you have absolutely, just like all of the other interns and our full-time, part-time staff here in seasonal help, you have been just absolutely worked this summer. But there's something to say for that, with not only the experience you're learning, but the connections you are making, all while still enjoying beautiful northern Michigan, right? And you mentioned some of the perks of working at the resort.
Oh, yeah.
I think some of the best connections that I've made have just been with the people that I work with and work directly for. Like I said, I've worked with some unbelievable people. My direct supervisors, Tyler Jablonski and Mike Alpers, the two pros down there. Both guys who are super experienced in the golf industry, have a lot of connections, and are great people to work for and work with, as well as the couple of other interns that I work with down there. I mentioned Ty Lurvy earlier, and then Jake Van Dis also. Both people who are going to go places in the world and going to do successful things just because of how they are as people and as workers. So I'm just super excited to be like a part of that and be able to be with them all summer. And obviously they're a lot of fun at work. They're a lot of fun to hang out around the area with as well. So all of that's kind of makes for a great time.
Yeah, and I agree 100%. Working with a ton of awesome people. All the people that Nate just mentioned, I've worked with directly here and there just by being in the clubhouse. What they do impacts us, what we do impacts them. So we're always working together, and just getting to know some of those other people involved with golf, along with the golf interns, has been really cool. And then also from our side of things, there's a lot of fantastic people in food and beverage. Some really caring people who are just, they're there to provide the experience for the guests, and then we have each other's back too. With the industry, just the nature of it, we got to be really supportive of each other at times, and I mean, we never fall short of that. But one thing you mentioned that we work a ton, but it is really great experience. I mean, it's a 12-week program. We're here to get as much experience as we can within those 12 weeks. And with that being said, my supervisor, John Kelly, he's always made sure that we get 2 days off. I mean, some weeks you gotta come in for a couple hours one of your days off, but that's no big deal. But overall, I mean, in the heat of July, when you're still getting 2 days off a week, I mean, you can't really complain. And you mentioned the benefits we get, and it's just a good chance to take advantage of those.
What would you say? I mean, because both of you, Will, you said you're studying management. You could do so many different things in management, not necessarily management in food and beverage. And Nate, you want to go into a little more sports, so it's great to have the golf side of thing. And I think there's a lot of different interns here who might be studying things a little different from almost what they're doing. But do you see that no matter what you're studying in college and what you're doing here in your internship, it's going to help you in your experiences, when you go into your first time career and and work environment and everything. What would you say to college students who might be interested in looking at an internship here, but they're not like, well, I'm not studying golf, or I'm not studying necessarily hospitality, food and beverage, but it almost doesn't matter, does it?
It doesn't, because when you think about it, all the soft skills that we're learning here, whether it's answering phones, talking to customers, talking to people, dealing with management, all that stuff, that's going to translate no matter where you go. So it doesn't really matter the title of the job or even what you're doing, as much as the experience that you're gaining with those soft skills. And then you just you take after the people that you're working with and working for, and it's just something where you're going to take that mentality and all the stuff that you're learning to the next positions and beyond that when you maybe do get into something that you're more interested in.
Yeah, and Nate really hit it on the nail there with the soft skills and the customer service. I mean, no matter what industry you're in, you're going to need those. You're going to need to know how to talk to people, how to interact in a productive way. And then specifically for me with the management, like you had said, there are a ton of different avenues you can go. But at the core of it, management is really the same principle. It's just with the internship here, you gain those soft skills along with those core management principles as well.
Well, again, it's been incredible to see not just the work the two of you are doing and that, Claire and Emma and Christina are doing in their departments, but all 23 of the interns we have here this summer. I mean, they've just been working incredibly hard, providing that service to the guest, helping out the rest of our staff. I mean, we've said it, we would not be complete here without our summer interns that we have. So, I mean, we thank all of you for your commitment and time and energy for putting it into the resort this summer. But, for any students out there who are interested in the internship, I think it's truly an incredible learning experience.
I agree. And it's just something where the people here a lot of them are like shirt off their back type people also. So if you're interested in coming here, obviously you can't go wrong with the area. You can't go wrong with the people here. You're going to learn all the soft skills and all the skills that we just talked about. So in a lot of ways, it's a very good experience for anybody in any avenue of business or beyond that.
Yeah, I mean, especially for people going through college, going through the business world, the hospitality industry, or as we said, really, those soft skills apply to all industries. So at some point, it's a great idea to get an internship, and this is an awesome place to do it. There's a ton of fun stuff to do when you're not working, and the people here make it fun, and it's just a great time being in Traverse City, being at the Grand Traverse Resort.
Well, thank you both again for all of your hard work this summer, and thank you to all of our interns, and we wish them the best in their future endeavors. Like I've said before, we do have a couple returning interns who are here as full-time workers now, so you never know the time you spend here and connections you make if it'll bring you back, and we hope it does for all of you guys. But stay tuned for the next episode of Barefoot. For more details, visit grandtraverseresort.com.